So I want to try a word problem with the quadratic formula. So a juggler tosses a ball into the air. The ball leaves the juggler's hand 4 feet above the ground and has an initial velocity of 30 feet per second. The juggler catches the ball when it falls back to a height of 3 feet. And we want to figure out how long is the ball in the air. So a formula when object is launched or thrown is this formula: h equals negative 16t squared plus v naught 2, or v0 2, plus h sub 0. And so we have our initial velocity, that is the v sub o, and then we have the initial height, which is the 4 feet above the ground right here. So we have h, the height when he catches it is 3 feet, then the velocity is 30 and the height is 0, so let's plug that all in. 3 equals negative 16t squared plus 30 times t plus 4. So then we want to write in standard form. So what we do first is we subtract 3 from both sides. So now we have 0 equals negative 16t squared plus 30t plus 1. So we're going to use a quadratic formula. X equals negative 30 plus or minus the square root of 30 squared minus 4 times negative 16 times 1 all over 2 times negative 16. This is x equals negative 30 plus or minus the square root of 900 plus 64 all over negative 32. So then this simplifies to x equals negative 30 plus or minus the square root of 964 over negative 32. And actually we're not solving for x, we're solving for time. Okay, so let me change that to time. These are all time. And then so we're going to plug this in. So let me simplify square root of 964. If I plug it in the calculator, that is approximately 31.05 over negative 32. So let's solve for both of these. So negative 30 plus 31.05 all over negative 32. Then we have negative 30 minus 31.05 all over negative 32. So we need to remember that time has to be positive. And then so when we plug it into the calculator, the first example, negative 30 plus 31.05 over negative 32, you would get negative 0.033. And then on the right side, plugging that in, you would get positive 1.91. Now remember, time cannot be negative, so therefore our only answer is here. So it takes 1.9 seconds. 1.9 seconds is how long the ball is in the air. Okay, so not negative 0.33. All right, so go ahead and try this example here. The ball leaves the juggler's hand with an initial velocity of 40 feet per second. How long is the ball in the air? So you're going to go ahead and use the same exact formula here. The only thing that changes is the initial velocity of 40 feet per second. So we tried it out. The other thing you change is the v of 40, so I plugged it in here. Then when you plug it in, you get 1600 plus 64, or 1664. Square root of 1664 is approximately 40.79. So negative 40 plus 40.79 over negative 32 is negative 0.025, so I can't have negative. When you plug in the other one, negative 40 minus 40.79 divided by negative 32, you get approximately 2.5 seconds is how long the ball is in the air.